The music hummed gently, its rhythm weaving into the atmosphere, thick with an intimate undercurrent. I lingered by the bar, my glass untouched, observing my wife glide across the dance floor, held close by her CEO, as if the surrounding crowd had melted away. Her head tilted back, laughter bubbling from her lips at his whispered words. His hand rested too comfortably on her hip, and I felt like a ghost in their orbit. When I stepped forward, calling her name, her glance sliced through me, cold and curt, as though I were a fleeting irritation rather than her spouse. Her words cut deep, sharp as a dagger. I dance with whomever I please. Stay and gawk or leave. I chose to leave. In that moment, she thought she'd won, mistaking my quiet retreat for defeat. She didn't know what my exit truly meant. We had built 8 years of marriage, crafting a life of shared sacrifices and silent victories. I believed our connection was unshakable, that she was my partner in every sense. Or so I had told myself. I could still recall those early mornings when she'd make coffee for us, her drowsy smile brightening the dawn, or how she'd reach for my hand in crowded rooms, grounding herself in me. Those memories made her betrayal sting more, knowing she had once chosen me, depended on me, loved me, making her dismissal a calculated wound. The clues hadn't started with that dance. They began with her phone, always turned downward. Late nights explained away with vague reasons. A strange fragrance clinging to her jacket. I noticed but stayed silent, never challenging her. Patience can wound more than anger. That night at the corporate event wasn't the beginning of her unfaithfulness. It was the confirmation. And when I left the ballroom, I stopped being the husband she assumed I was. I became her reckoning. I began with restraint, pretending nothing had shifted. Smiles, shared dinners, casual talk, because silence soothes the deceitful into complacency. And in their complacency, they grow careless. While she lowered her defenses, I started my work. I accessed her call records through our joint account, noting the number she called in the early hours. His, the CEO's. I combed through credit card statements, hotel charges, dinners, hidden escapes she thought I'd never uncover. I saw it all. I hired a private investigator, someone skilled and discreet. Within weeks I had proof. Images of her and him in hotel lobbies, elevators, private moments captured from every perspective. But revenge isn't just proof. It's timing, precision, ensuring the downfall is public and irrefutable. So, I turned to our finances. We shared accounts and investments, but she never cared for the details. I did. Quietly, I moved assets, protected my share, and set traps in the documents. If she tried to claim what was mine later, she'd find nothing. Then I waited for the perfect moment. The company's lavish annual gala, grander than the event where she'd humiliated me. Investors, executives, families, all present. I arrived wearing the same calm facade I'd maintained for weeks. She seemed surprised to see me there, but not regretful. That was her arrogance. The music soared, champagne gleamed, and as I expected, she drifted toward him again, as if I didn't exist. That's when I struck. I had arranged for the investigator's evidence to be sent to the board, carefully compiled, time-stamped, undeniable. Not just an affair, but a breach of corporate conduct. A scandal ready to ignite. As those files spread privately, I made my move. Stepping onto the dance floor, I drew attention. Murmurs faded. "Enjoying yourself?" I asked her, my voice steady, almost gentle. Her smile faltered. He shifted, discomfort creeping into his posture, sensing a tempest. "I told you," she whispered sharply. "Go if you don't like it." I leaned closer, my words for her alone. "No, tonight, you're the one who's leaving." It unraveled quickly. Board members approached, their expressions stern, whispers rippling like wildfire. Her CEO pulled her aside, but there was no refuge. Too many eyes, too much proof. His career was finished. So was hers. Her phone buzzed with alerts, emails, texts, the truth pouring in. She glanced at it, confusion turning to panic. Then her gaze met mine across the room. In that moment, she understood I'd known all along, that I'd orchestrated this, that I wasn't the man she could dismiss with a smug command. She followed me outside, trembling, frantic. "You ruined me," she hissed, tears streaking her face. "No," I replied softly. "You ruined yourself." I just made sure everyone saw it. She tried to threaten me. You'll pay for this. I shook my head. No, you will. Every day, when your career is gone, your name tarnished, when you realize you threw away the one person who truly cared. Her expression crumbled, and for a brief second, I almost pitied her. Almost. But pity is wasted on those who betray. The divorce papers were already prepared, assets secured. Her career and his were destroyed in one night. I walked away free, no anger or pain remaining, just clarity. Later, people asked if the careful planning, the patient execution, the calculated precision was worth it. I recalled her words at that first event. I dance with whomever I please. Stay and watch or leave. I found a third way. I left her, but I ensured she'd never dance again.